Hello everybody and welcome to the Monster Energy FIM Motocross of Nations, the 74th edition of this historic event. We are at the circuit of Mantova in Italy. My name's Paul Malin and today we have the first and second races on the bill of the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinales. 65cc race 1 is almost upon us and this will be 39 little tearaways from all over Europe who have qualified for this super finale via their national championships. They're all on Yamaha machinery, all on 65s, and they've really been looked after so far this weekend. They have their own Yamaha village at the bottom end of the paddock. Everything is provided, the shelter and all the clothing, the shirts, the hats, the number boards, the sticker kit, and these guys also have the opportunity to be inside the paddock on the biggest race of the season. Now, that was the first look at the racetrack, 1,670 meters long. You may have noticed the keen eyes amongst you around about sort of just after turn 5. We now have a long straight in front of the fans because turn 6, 7, a little 90 left, right, that's been taken out in favor of a longer straight down the middle, comes back in the opposite direction and then again, so it's just slightly different a little. So the run towards the finish line has changed. We'll see more of that in our GoPro track preview in tomorrow's races. Here's how the riders line up though, and in the practice session today, Pietro Riganti from Italy, he was a little wizard. He was 2.5 seconds quicker than Danny Sankov of Bulgaria, and he in turn was almost 2 seconds, a second and a half thereabouts, quicker than Storm Mayman of Denmark. Then we've got Jimmy Martilla, Bertram Torius, Eduardo Riganti. So the Riganti boys are right there in first and sixth. And we've got John Pons, Thailand Legain of France, Neo Nindelt, Kai Zilstra, and a bunch of other kids out there as well. We just can't mention all of them, but they are taking their positions down there behind the gate. And the fastest guy in practice was that rider, Pietro Riganti, a proper little sandfly here in Italy. But other riders to look out for, possibly Danny Sankov, who just a week ago in Rio Losado finished 9th in the European MXoN Championship. There is our fastest rider on track, Pietro Riganti. And seemed to be getting over pretty much all of the jumps here today, like the big doubles and the tabletops, that kind of thing, but the big triple over the back, not sure if he made it over there. In fact, I'm not sure any of the 65s made it there, but the Bulgarian, Danny Sankov, looks very, very tall on that 65, but he'll be looking to try and get himself on the podium and maybe even win this race. It's a one-off super finale. The prize at the end of it all, the top 3 will go to a masterclass. 2 wild cards as well who may have got on the podium but maybe suffered a mechanical or a fall or just a little bit of bad luck. They will also be invited. We just saw Storm Mayman there, and Storm Mayman, who finished 7th in the European Championship last week at Rio Losado. Another rider who will be keen to get onto the podium. He was 3rd in time practice this morning. But the prize, we'll see the top 3 plus 2 wild cards go to a Yamaha Masterclass a little later on in the year, and the winner of that Masterclass, where they'll be under the tutelage of Brian Jorgensen, former Grand Prix winner in MXoN, and they will receive Yamaha Europe support for the campaign the following year, whether it's in 65 or 85, whichever they decide to do. The same price for 85, and in the 125 category, it's a place on a 125 European Championship team. Currently that team is MJC, Yamaha 125. So quite a big day for these riders here. The number 91, Matteo Kerman of Switzerland, pushing his bike from the grid. He's qualified in the 39th place and somehow he's managed to get a position right up the inside alongside the 139 of Noni Langer. The Fly Racing 15-second board up for the only time then. It's a one race winner takes all gig here for the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale 65cc race 1, 12 minutes plus 2 laps. The riders charge into turn 1. Is there going to be carnage through this first turn? They've widened it for the Motocross of Nations this weekend. everybody safely through, but it is our pole man, the number 15 of Pietro Riganti, who leads the way. At the first time of asking, it looks like Storm Mayman right there in second position with the yellow helmet over on the far side. Or is that him in fourth position? We'll soon find out. So the 111 of Eduardo Riganti. So both the Rigantis, and we've got carnage in the background there. So Pietro Riganti leads brother. Ah, big case there as he tried to get over that tabletop. This is the part of the track that's been extended, and then they cut back up the infield, but it's Pietro Riganti leading Eduardo Riganti. Storm Mayman 315 is now up into third position, maybe even trying to challenge, and there he is in fourth place actually, as Pietro Riganti disappearing at the head of the field here. Working their way towards this. Some of these kids were getting over that first tabletop in the background during the free practice and the time practice session today. It's still the 111 of Eduardo Riganti there in second place. Mayman in third. Jorn Pons is in fourth position, heading up the hill for the first time here. There's that triple. They're going double single. Who can blame them? It's a pretty big jump, that one, over on the far side of the circuit. Little bomb hole there just to upset the balance of the bike as they drop into that turn right. At 180, switch back, bring them back in the opposite direction, then heading back uphill for the second time. The third hill now not as steep as it used to be. But you'll see the run to the finish line has changed as well. But Pietro Riganti absolutely flying here on this opening lap. Eduardo Riganti there in second position. Bit of a battle for third, just below our camera. Look like Mayman and Pons were having a bit of a shindig. This is where it tightens up, and then into a rhythm section. You can go inside and roll and then double your way through to the end, or a slightly different combination. Either way, it brings you to the final corner on the racetrack in front of the Monster Energy finish line. So over the line. Riganti, Pietro leads. Eduardo Riganti second. Danny Sankoff now to third. The number 96. Fourth is the 228 of Storm Mayman. In the yellow helmet coming towards us now, just in shot there. Fifth for Thilan Legan, the French rider, who didn't have a great time in Real Losada, to be fair. Did score points, but probably not as high up as he wanted to be. And he's in fifth place. So we've got Neo Lindelt. And then Jimmy Martia and Eric Rubio, Casey Carstrom and Keno Morris. This is going to be the battle for second position though. Eduardo Riganti gets over that little double jump, so too does the big Bulgarian Danny Sankoff. The number 96 right there behind him. Almost looks like he's ready for an 85, doesn't he, Sankoff? Through the waves in the opposite direction. Remember, the straight used to flick left and then right into this turn. They were turn 6 and 7, that's still turn 7. And then immediately after that tabletop, they used to loop back around. But Sankoff now up into second place. Nervous look over the shoulder there from Eduardo Riganti as he tries to latch onto the rear wheel of the rider that's just passed him, Danny Sankoff. Having to go back though, isn't it? Be a nice little story if both the brothers can get on the podium at the end of the day. The race looks like it's settling down at the moment. But the lead that Pietro Riganti had over brother Eduardo at the start of this lap was already 4.7 seconds. We'll get a lap time next time around. See, they're running towards the bitchy part of the racetrack there. And how it tightens up right here, but good, positive start for Danny Sankoff. That's exactly what he wanted, but here's Pietro Riganti over the finish line. Down the start straight into turn 1, a 2:21.64. In time practice, it was a 2:13.944, so some indication as to how the track has deteriorated over the course of the day, because we've had 85s, 125s, and of course the 3 Motocross Nations practice sessions here today already, as they prepare for the qualifying races a little later on. but he's got an 8-second advantage over Danny Sankoff, who's in the bottom corner there. Turn 4. Eduardo Riganti still in third. Here he is, but Storm Mayman, the 228, is all over the back of him from Denmark. He had a 7th and a 9th last week in Rio de Sade. A big mistake there from Eduardo. Both feet off the pegs, going through that left-hander. Somehow manages to hold on to third position. Turn 6 into the waves. Again, just getting a little bit loose on the 111. Great experience for these guys in this YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale. If you're going to come to the Motocross Nations and watch as a spectator, that's fine, but why not enter this one-make category, which throughout the course of the season in your own national championship is how you qualify for it. Access to the paddock, access to pit lane while the race is on. Get to see the best riders in the world. Be part of this unique experience. And who knows, one foot on the ladder on a journey that might lead to a rider becoming a professional motocross racer. Next step would be 85 and then 125. 444. Thailand. Le Gang from France has got the 911 of Jimmy Mattia just behind. So these two should still be in 5th and 6th place. As they work their way through that left turn, seems to go on forever, then tightens up briefly before going right. You can go around that mogul to the inside, gives you a slightly different run down towards the city jump. Still no change in 3rd and 4th. This is 5th and 6th place. Le Gang and Martilla. Martilla the 911 around the outside, trying to cut back to the inside. Thilain Le Gang just holding the inside, a little bit of a love tap there, rubber on rubber, back end bouncing off the bank as well. Different line choice through turn 3. No gains made. So Martilla, the Finnish rider here, 911, going up to the French rider, Thilain Le Gang of France, as they continue to dispute 5th place in this YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale. Fearless little terriers, these guys these days. Meanwhile, Eduardo Riganti continues to lead. Danny Sankoff 2nd, Pietro Riganti is 3rd, Storm Mayman 4th. This is the battle for 5th place. Thilain Le Gang and Jimmy Martilla. Neo Nindelt and Bertram Torius just behind them, a few seconds further back. Then we've got Eric Rubio and Casey Karlstrom. Casey Karlstrom, the 220 from Denmark. Getting closer though. There's Jimmy Martilla from Finland. Looks like he's made the pass stick though this time around. The back end getting a little bit loose on him, but commits to the outside, makes a fantastic pass up on that middle hill. So all of a sudden, Jimmy Martilla then up into 5th place. Time ticking away, 2.5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. This race just 12 minutes plus 2. Eduardo Riganti continues to lead, and there's why. Easing over the doubles here. A little bit messy through there, but when you've got 11.5 seconds advantage, even showboating for the fans over on the right-hand side as well. Nice clean line here. Decided fresh water on the track. We're not going to go for the Monster Energy double there. But gets over this one nice and cleanly. And the next one. Remember how the track used to then peel off to the right. So 111, Pietro Riganti under pressure from Storm Mayman. So this is going to be the battle for third place. Mayman has done a good job to close down the rider who started in second position, Pietro Riganti. Here's that battle once more. Tiny. Barely touched the floor, I think. But he goes wide, tries to thread his way through the back marker, and he does so. So the 91, just getting lapped there, Matteo Kerman of Switzerland. And also, another back marker there as well. 111. Pietro Riganti still in third place. It would be so cool, wouldn't it, to get both the Rigantis on the podium. Two-lap board, is it being readied, yes or no? Just keeping an eye on the clock. 13 seconds to go. Eduardo Riganti has hit the finish line, and so it's going to be 3 laps to go, and all of a sudden, little brother here is going to be under pressure from Storm Mayman for 3 more laps. Here is your race leader, the 15 of Eduardo Riganti. That every single lap pulled a whole shot. From then, no one has seen him. He's now almost 13 seconds clear. Running into trouble though is Pietro Riganti. And a nervous look again, seems to be missing gears. Got his panic mode on. Third position is under threat. Oh, closes down the door, fearless. Pietro Riganti still hanging on in that third place. Storm Mayman trying everything he can to find a way around. This time he may have the better line onto the face of the jump, but no. Absolutely side by side, keeping it pinned. He's not going to give it the fight for third, is he? Young Pietro Riganti. Storm Mayman has to think outside the box then if he's going to try and find his way into that third place. Again, looks to go around the outside. Can he cut back to the inside? Yes, he can. Gets cleaner drive. Shuts off a little bit earlier, though, on the face of the tabletop. And again, he's going to get denied in the next turn here.
A lungo jump, Monster, intanto un errore.
Good line, good exit. Pietro Riganti there, as he came out of that right. Nice little arrow for the next left. Oh, makes up some nice time as well over the double. At the back of the back end of the circuit. Riders behind them. Jimmy Martilla, Bertrand Torius, Thilo Logan is now in 7th. Casey Karstrom is in 8th place. Kino Maris 9, and Kay Zilstrad is in 10th place. Then we have Eric Rubio in 11th, John Pons 12th. Nick Bergmeyer is in 13th, and David Durr actually, Nonny Per Langer, Samuel Rolliger, Sebastian Olsens, Neo Nindelt, Leo Huskinen, and Leonardo Gaio. Our race leader now already over the line. The 2-lap board is out. Working their way towards the finish line here. Back marker 110, just on their line of sight. Tudor Andrea Balaban. Blue flag being away for him, does his best to stay out of the way. Pietro Riganti managed to get by. Hanging on to that third place. Great little battle these guys are having here. Storm Mayman pushing all the way. YZ65s. Remember, it's a one-make series. Oh, this time. Maimon almost finding a way through as Pietro Riganti could not get over the double jump that time around. Can he hang on though? 13.3 seconds. Eduardo Riganti leads over Danny Sankoff, the Bulgarian, in second position. This is the battle for third. Oh, almost lose the front, did lose the front end, somehow stayed up. Pietro Riganti still hanging on in third place. They can't relax either because Jimmy Martilla from Finland is right there, 9/11 in fifth position. And looking to take fourth away from Storm Maimon. Got a back marker, moving to the outside. Third, fourth and fifth though, closest to us as they head up over the double jump on the far side of the racetrack. Pietro Riganti pulling clear, and we've got a rider off there. So was that one of our leaders? One of our, well, there's 2:28 of Storm Maimon. Was it Jimmy Martilla or was it the back marker? Into the final turn, get ready to take the one-lap board. Number 15, Eduardo Riganti. Has been immaculate so far in this Superfinale 65cc race. I have a feeling that Jimmy Martilla was the rider that went down on the approach to the hill over at the far side of the track. Just wondering whether they banged bars and he just shot off to the left, because he's not hit sector 3. Here's Danny Sankoff. He's in second position. He's going to be going to the masterclass later on this season. Just in cruise mode, he knows he's got about sort of 10-12 seconds over Pietro Riganti, who's managed to eke out the 2.5 or thereabouts over Storm Maimon. Not going to say third place is nailed on, but it's looking better. Yeah, 9/11, Jimmy Martilla still dropping down the leaderboard. Still waiting for him to show up, disappeared over on the far side of the track whilst closing in on the battle for third place. Pietro Riganti and Storm Maimon. One of the quickest riders in time practice here, number 96, Danny Sankoff, who finished 9th in the European Championship last weekend in Rio de Janeiro. Coming away with the second place as it stands right now. After this Monster Energy tabletop here, and then we go uphill. I wonder if we can still see Jimmy Martilla just in the bottom of the hill there. Parked up, yes or no? I think he's, oh, he has come around now. He's now in 12th place. Anyway, number 15, Eduardo Riganti. Final stretch through the rhythm section. It's been an impeccable race for the young Italian, and Eduardo Riganti crosses the Monster Energy finish line and wins the 65cc YZ bLU cRU. Oh, he's into the final lap. Oh, here he is. Out of the final turn now then. And the checkered flag goes out for Eduardo Riganti, who wins the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale. Got a bit of a wait towards the number 96 of Danny Sankoff. He will be next. Any moment now, there he is. He's happy with that second position for the Bulgarian. We wait for Pietro Riganti. He should be over the line in third any moment now. And there he is. And he's super pumped with that as well. So our top three then here. Pietro Riganti wins it from the number 96 of Danny Sankoff. Third, 111 of Eduardo Riganti. They're the three riders we're going to see on the podium in a few moments' time. But just a shining light for the riders of the future. Anyway, here is Edoardo Riganti with Lisa.
Edoardo Riganti, massive congratulations. You had an easy win there, and the Yamaha Masterclass is now yours.
Ciao, sono Edoardo Riganti, ho vinto lo Yamaha Cup, sono molto contento e ringrazio tutti quelli che mi hanno seguito e gli sponsor. I'm very happy.
Congratulations.
Sì, allora siamo qua sul podio, Thomas.
And so he should be very happy. Said he was very happy, and obviously as well. But the number 15, Edoardo Riganti, is the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale winner. Second overall was Danny Sankoff. Third was Pietro Riganti. Those three plus two wildcards who showed promise here today will be invited to the Masterclass a little later on in the season. Official confirmation then of the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup of Italy here in Mantova. The winner, Edoardo Riganti, from Danny Sankoff, Pietro Riganti, Storm Maven 4th, Thielon Lagan 5th, Casey Karstrom 6th, Bertram Torius 7th, Kino Maris 8th, and then Jorn Pons was 9th. Kay Zielstra 10th, Jimmy Martilla faded to 11th after falling with a couple laps to go. Nick Bergmeyer, then Neo Nindel, Samuel Rolliged, Leo Huskanen, Davy Duer, Noni Perlama, Sebastian Olsens, Miska Lane, and Eric Rubio, your top 20 riders. Getting ready for the podium ceremony here then. And third overall.
Terzo classificato il minore.
Third overall, the 111, Pietro Riganti, celebrating like he's just won the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale.
Complimenti a Danny, ma
second overall, Danny Sankoff from Bulgaria.
Per il vincitore,
but the overall winner, riding number 15, he was immaculate from start to finish, fastest in time practice.
Le tabelle.
And Pietro Riganti will stand on the top step.
Per bLU cRU coordinator, a rappresentare anche Yamaha Motor Finland, per il terzo posto di Pietro Riganti.
Pietro Riganti taking the third place trophy.
Per la seconda posizione di Danny Sankoff.
From Timu Hippinen, bLU cRU coordinator from Yamaha Motor Finland, who also hands a second place trophy to Danny Sankoff. But your winner, Edoardo Riganti. All three of these riders will be going to the Yamaha Masterclass along with two other riders later on in the year. The winner of that will be given Yamaha Europe support throughout the 2022 season. For second, third here at the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale, Edoardo Riganti of Italy, Danny Sankoff of Bulgaria, Pietro Riganti coming home third, just edging out Storm Maven and Thielon Lagan of France.
Con Naturalmente si affacceranno alla balconata come giusto che
Gonna get a
sia.
family photo.
La bandiera bulgara è già lì sul cielo di Mantova. E poi
Matteo's on basically up there just trying to manage the stage and the podium, but they will get
e allora
medals
pronti per la consegna delle medaglie
as well.
con Mr. Martin de Graffa, FIM Europe President per
The 85cc bLU cRU riders heading out on track for their sighting lap, so we're going to be speeding through this. But an FIM Europe bronze medal for Pietro Briganti. Second overall and a silver medal for Danny Sankoff. And to the winner, the gold medal. And a fist bump as well. Eduardo Briganti, Martin de Graaf, the FIM Europe present on hand to deliver those medals to our top 3 riders in this YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Superfinale. David Longo there as well. Of course, the CEO of In Front Motor Racing. Family photo, and then it will be just with the winner. But good effort from the youngsters. Two Italians there, 2 brothers, and then the Bulgarian of Danny Sankoff. And they will, I'm sure they'll remember this day for a very, very long time.
Allora, posso anche per complimento anche Paolo Pavesio, direttore marketing di Yamaha Motorsport Europe, quindi anche lui giustamente.
Paolo Pavesio over there from Yamaha Motor Europe joining the picture. Good to see him here. I'm enjoying a nice weekend off. I saw him just a few months ago. But anyway, here's some best moments. Well, that's it. We're out of time for the YZ bLU cRU FIM Europe Cup Super Finale. For the 65s, join us in just a couple of moments' time for the 85 class.
Nella pit lane dove sono pronti meccanici ed accompagnatori per il solito rito che conosciamo bene, quello di arrangiare il launch control, cambiare gli occhiali ed utilizzare quelli già preparati preventivamente in vista della gara sulla sabbia, dove naturalmente deve essere tutto pronto e a puntino. Ricordo ancora una volta 32 i conduttori che si daranno battaglia tra pochissimi istanti. L'autore della pole position questa mattina, Noe Zumstein, lo svizzero numero 312, che ha rilegato in seconda posizione il nostro Davide Zanone con poco più di un secondo di ritardo da parte del nostro portacolori, che cercherà sicuramente